Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of Cookiecast. Today on Cookiecast, it's another one of our fast favourites, the BScast. And for those of you in the know, you'll know what the BS stands for. I'm joined today by Paul Williams and James Panas, and we talk about, rubbish, basically. So, yep, this is Cookiecast BScast. What's that there?
Oh no! Oh, me body!
David.
Bastard!
Threw my freaking back out. That was amazing.
That's what you just seen that cute poster.
Yeah. Oh, that was good. That was a particularly good one. And that one was also quite funny.
Oh.
I take it you've been looking at these.
I saw the vegan one.
I'd not seen the other one before.
Here we are.
That one's pretty good. Sorry, are we recording here?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I'll put the phone away then.
Please
Please
do.
swear.
What?
You did a swear.
Do you not get the memo?
swears though, can't we?
Did you not get the memo?
We've dropped down to PG.
We've dropped to PG because the listeners demanded it. And then we basically said, go fuck yourself.
You cunts.
None for that, Andrew.
Right, yeah, sorry.
I made up hypothetical listeners. Not that our listeners are made up, but the ones that don't like our swearsies.
I wonder if they self-bleep.
I can't help myself. Sometimes.
Sometimes you just have to get 45 minutes of non-stop abuse out.
Yeah.
Like me.
It's generally what people seem to do when they talk to me. 45 minutes of non-stop abuse directed straight in my face.
You're an absolute shithouse.
Yeah, basically.
You invite it.
I do invite it. But
That's the role you like to play.
Some might say it was the role I was born to play.
What as the non-favourite song?
You have to say it, didn't he? It's absolutely true. But do you know what? I bet there's some people who feel they're not the favourite child and stuff like that, and they get upset about it and stuff like that. Not me, because I've seen what the favourite child is
and has to go through.
Do you know what? I'd probably think he was the best anyway.
I didn't think that was going to go
I
very
think it was going that way.
Yeah.
You've got... Isn't there a brood of...
About 65 in there.
I'm the eldest of 6.
6.
Yeah.
The
Age
eldest
range?
as well.
Yeah.
What's the age range?
Oldest
is you said?
Yeah.
So that's 57.
Then there's 4 girls, and the youngest is my brother. He's 16 years younger than me.
So he's 16.
Yeah, let's say that.
But let's not say
Or
that.
20.
Because
My brother's 21. I'm 37.
21.
Catching me up. You'll catch me up one day.
Yeah, maybe. And then 4 girls in between. Yeah.
How old are these girls?
4 girls.
Single?
What are you asking for, James?
How many of these are still in this country?
2 out of the 4 sisters are in this country.
Do the other 2 live in the same country?
No, one's in Scotland, one's in Chicago.
Right, Scotland definitely still counts as this country. Come on.
Right, I'll let the viewers decide whether Scotland's a different country.
Can you drive?
No.
Can you drive to Chicago?
No,
No,
come
you
on,
fucking
peeps.
can't. Can you drive to Perth or Aberdeen? I'm going to guess where she is.
Glasgow.
Right.
It's not going to be Edinburgh
No.
because nobody Scottish lives in Edinburgh. It's like Edinburgh.
She lives in Dundee.
I don't actually know.
For
It's
fuck's sake.
It's somewhere.
In Scotland.
Yes.
Craggy Island.
I don't think it.
Ireland?
Irish.
I was going to say.
Yeah, I don't exactly know. She works in some kind of like activity centre, like in the middle of nowhere.
Okay. Don't really know what to do with that, James.
Just putting that on the table and just
Yeah.
walking away.
Very boring. I have one sibling and he lives in the same... Almost.
City.
Almost. In fact, I think he could live in the same postcode. So, yeah.
I have one sibling.
And she lives in...
I didn't know he had any siblings.
Yeah, I knew he had a sister.
Darlow?
She lives in Darlington.
She does.
Oh dear.
Go and do a Darlington voice.
Darlow.
She's not from there, though.
Yeah, no.
She's from York.
Obviously.
She's not
She's
from
from
Bristol,
Bristol,
like
isn't
him.
she? Obviously, you know. Alright, my lover.
Right, my love. Yeah.
He'll never get old, even though it's totally ridiculous.
She lives in Darlow.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Dirty Darlow.
They live in the posh.
Yeah, I don't think that
is
exists.
Is it relative?
That's like me saying I was born and raised in the posh part of Middlesbrough. Doesn't exist.
And on the playground is where you spent most of your days.
Is this similar to when people tell me that they're from the bad part of York? And I'm like, I'm from Doncaster. There is no bad parts of York.
There absolutely is bad parts of York.
It's relative, though, isn't it?
If you say to anyone, "Oh, I'm just off out for the night. Where are you off to, chappy?" Instantaneously they will go. Or if you say, "I'm just popping down Tang Hall."
Yeah.
I tell you what,
I'm meeting a mate on the street on 5th Ave.
Have you ever been to Doncaster?
Yes, I have actually.
Have
What did I go to Doncaster for? We had tickets to go see a wrestling show in the Dome.
In the Dome. I've not been in the Dome for 20 years.
And it was weird.
Last time I went to the Dome was, I say 20 years, it's more like 25 years at least.
25 years.
It was like a soccer skills, like 2-day thing.
Please tell me it was run by Dave Penny.
Brian Dean.
Brain Dean.
Yeah.
Brain Dean.
Yeah.
Little fun fact for you. Brian Dean, scorer of the first Premier League goal.
Yeah. So,
There you go.
please tell me I've got this stat right, but who was the first televised Premier League goal?
Terry Sheddingham.
I tell you what, I was like, right, I've got it wrong.
Does well for the quiz. Speaking of quizzes.
There is no quiz this week.
No, there is a quiz this week. I just didn't know if you wanted to talk about any recent quizzes you might have been to.
What do you mean?
If you want to.
What do you mean the second Thursday of every month's football quiz at 13:31?
Second Thursday of every month.
That was won this week by
Well,
Insane in the Membrane.
can you tell us about this picture? I can't get on.
That is the lesser spotted John Williams,
The composer, father of two.
He's got a good
grandfather to one.
Got a good smile going on there on that picture.
He has.
as well,
He's got the winning smile.
Yeah, we
The
basically
jug
won,
ears, if you will.
we basically won the quiz, which honestly isn't new.
So every time we've got,
I say we. I basically mean me and his dad watching win the quiz. I think I answered one question before him this week. I can't remember what it was, and I was undone by the fact that then I actually answered one. I thought I'm going to go in here. I lost to some points.
Oh dear.
But I did get one before you. I can't remember what it was now. But it should have been more of an event than it was.
So we ended up winning it by 100 points.
Which we've won it by more than 100 before.
I think we have. We've almost won it by 200 before, I think.
But the key thing is this week. So basically, as you know from the standard general knowledge, you won't know, but you know, is at the end to give everyone a bit of a chance. They'll give a 30-point question, which is always closest answer first. Give someone a bit of a jump, and they get a second meal prize for that.
£30. Well, so £20 bar
And I think
voucher.
is this the first time we've ever won it, or is it the second time?
Well, we've won the meal token
On
once
the general
knowledge quiz.
Yeah.
But I think James let the voucher expire because he forgot he'd got it.
Yes, that's it.
So
we basically got the question of. I feel like this should be for the football quiz, but whatever. We got the question of what is the closest team to Chelsea's Stamford Bridge capacity, and we were like,
yeah.
Oh my lord, we've literally looked up
We
last
literally
week
looked
on the
2
podcast.
days ago. Obviously dating this podcast massively.
Yeah.
These don't really work as being dated because they
I
go
know.
up. This will go up in 2 days' time. Touch wood.
No, this one what?
This is not football, is it? This is just.
Oh no, this one, right?
This is
Like I
just
said,
a
we've
generic
wasted good football
talker.
content for a
I
talker.
know.
But anyway,
Unbelievable. So when we repeat ourselves later on, don't blame us.
yeah.
Yeah, but there'll be months between them,
Exactly.
so you're probably good.
So he's gone in Did you go in with a little bit? And I was like, no, I don't think it was quite that much. So you reined it.
Yeah,
back
I think I gave a higher total than was actually correct. I think they go for 42,000 or something.
And I said, I think it was
like maybe it's in the 41s.
So we went like 41,539 or whatever
Yeah,
it was.
obviously not putting a round figure on because like very few stadiums are actually like flat figures.
Yeah. So we've gone with that, and he's like, yeah, basically there's two teams that are really close. And if you were the team that wasn't the winners, you'd have been good because they got like out of like all these capacities you can mention. They got within like
500 or something like that.
400, something like that. And like we've gone in at maybe like about 150 out of 42,000.
Is this the point that you've already won the quiz at this
point? Oh yeah.
point?
So had we not got the 30 points, obviously we'd have won the quiz by 70 points. Basically. Yeah. No, hang on.
Technically, it could have been a swing.
If the team who finished second got it, we'd have only won by 40 points.
Yeah.
But, yeah, we didn't.
So afterwards, I did say to Phil, you maybe want to bring back in that fast track thing.
Yeah. So
do you remember that when there was like,
so if none of the questions who don't know what it is,
if none of the questions are answered right, then is it none? No, sorry. Is if none of the current top three teams get it right, the team that does get it right fastest jumps to the top of the leaderboard.
So they automatically get their points bumped up to 1 point more than the top.
As Phil pointed out, it only really works when you've got like a few teams in there because it's unlikely that the top. Yeah. So I think we've only been the victim of it once, but really back in the early days, haven't we?
Yeah.
Of doing the general knowledge one, and he's never brought it in since. It's like Phil, bring that in. He's like, honestly, I thought you'd kick off and like be moaning about it. And we were like, we don't come to win. Well, we do, but what I mean is though, like we're not precious over literally taking the.
Pretty sure there was a conversation about somebody and quizzes and
Yeah. But what I mean is we don't
taking part, but it's about winning.
I mean we're always going to try, but what I mean is we're not going to. We've said before we'd be happy just to go there and win, and then just give the prize to the second best team.
To charity, like
that. Yeah, because I mean, to be fair, they do all right out of us because like it's been a while since we've actually used the winning voucher in it.
That's true. Also, how much do we actually spend? So you always get 2 beers.
So you said at one point that because I was like, surely your expired vouchers must still be worth like a pie each, and you're like, yeah, we turn up like once a month, we buy like 3 beers between us, and win every time. It was like, yeah, maybe not. Maybe they'd be like. Mm-mm.
So I had a look at the voucher, and the voucher actually says, so the winning voucher, so just for winning the quiz, says £20 to be used towards food or drink at the bar, and then the food voucher literally just says can be used against food. So next time when we go, we're probably going to have to like buy like a platter or something for the table.
I did buy food for us all.
Yeah, you actually did buy food because you didn't have a chance to eat this week, did you?
Yeah, I didn't eat, so I went up and got some food. It was nice as well. She was like, "Do you want the small?"
Sure,
was
it still 13.31?
Yeah.
Because at one point was it not?
When they did the very first one that moved it to the terrace.
Yeah.
And then he tried to start it in the terrace, but he wasn't really getting the interest.
So did he do one, and we couldn't make it because I was away at something or something like that?
It never happened, did it?
Or a wedding.
Could have been a wedding.
Or a golden-looking chain gig.
So week on Friday, when you're doing whatever you're doing, obviously potentially with a small child in your arms, just think that I'll be rocking out to Your Mother's Got a Penis live at York Fibbers.
I've told you my Goldie-looking chain story.
You have never told me your Goldie-looking chain story.
At a Goldie-looking chain gig, got a shout out from Goldie-looking chain.
Why am I the only one that currently won't have been to a Goldie-looking chain gig?
Oh, I can probably change that for you if you like.
I was going to say, why don't you rectify that by getting yourself out on the 29th of March? You knows it. Clart.
If you remind me, I'll send a message and I'll...
Oh dear.
Me and Gaz used to listen to Goldie-looking chain quite a lot when we shut house.
What is this?
Soap bar.
Sorry, just breaking news.
He's been
apparently,
dying to get
JoJo's-
food ordering onto a podcast for weeks.
So this podcast brought to you by JoJo's Place.
This house.
Free local delivery
Have I ever
on
told
orders
you?
over £8.
Have I ever told you about when we used to get Christmas cards from them?
No, that's amazing.
You remember when I was like slightly bigger than I am now? You remember when I was massive?
I didn't really know you when you were massive.
There was.
To be fair, that is a good
That's
point.
why I didn't know him. I just thought, not interested.
There-
I'll tell you something.
I tell you what,
I'll
you
tell you
come back
something.
in a year when you're smaller.
There are some pictures I could show you that he was a large man.
Yeah.
There's a picture.
Well, I mean, I could show you pictures when I was, but
Yeah,
There's
good
a
point.
picture of me doing the hand, not a handshake, a hand. What is
It's like a high five sort of grab on thing.
with
Yeah.
the lead singer
Head
of
PE.
Head PE, and that was the picture that was like,
Nope.
oh no, I've ruined it. And then yeah, I don't know why, but a picture popped up the other day. I was like, oh. And there was a picture from like Leanne's birthday
yeah. I mean,
3 years ago or something, and I was like, you know.
prior to really knowing you, all I can remember, and this you probably get this a lot, but all I can remember is the hair.
Yeah.
That's just the
So,
that's the defining
I've told you before what my mates all refer to as
Big dread.
big dreads.
big trend.
Big dreads. Because it was the guy with big dreadlocks, so he just became big dreads. And Ben's sister, who used to work for Aviva, left, now works for Aviva again.
You do surprise me. I mean, you know, I've never heard that before. Right, Phil.
But she...
Is this the first time you've outed the company?
Probably.
On the podcast?
Well, you said the company. How could you be outing a company, James?
Alright, so now I've outed the company.
Yeah,
Oh,
you fucked
you
it up,
did.
James. Well done. But she used to look at... Because you know the lifts are all open in Welly Row.
Yeah, alright. He's just
I've definitely just done it
he's
now.
just going there.
Just owning it. So obviously the whole building's like open plan, in it. Well, no, like, you know, the sort of the middle
Yeah.
column. She used to basically sort of like look when she was going in the lift. Then she used to text me and say, "Oh, you and Big Dread's hard at work again." And so it was like, "What was it?" But
Big
breaking
Dreads.
news:
Gotti was the worst for it.
that little slag, he'd basically just take pictures of me from different angles, obviously because it was open plan. So, and they just sent it to me and said, "Hard at work." And I was like, "Fuck off!"
But then I got wise to it, so I'd like trying to get Gotti back.
Yeah.
It's like it'd be like a floor down, and I used
So you
to
could
sit
look
on-
over.
I used to
Yeah.
sit on the atrium and be like, click, trying to get Gotti.
You're just like zooming in, going,
It's a nice
what are
sandwich.
you doing on Tinder? that was a joke. Cause
It was a
obviously-
joke.
Yeah, well, he wouldn't be, but
He wouldn't be.
we
He
obviously
better
know,
not be.
We obviously know
Those
people.
days.
We obviously know people in the office that do.
On Tinder.
Yes, we
I
absolutely do.
believe that our office keeps Tinder in business, from what I've.
I think we'll have to discuss
This
that
is
one
going
off
to
air.
take offline.
But anyway, what I was going to say was, apparently you can get a meat lover burger from JoJo's.
This sounds like
Surely.
sounds like a Muscroft order.
Right,
now.
tell me, right,
A meat
so
over burger.
if I give you the option, I'll give you the thing, meat lover, and then underneath it says 3 items. If you can tell me all 3 items that are on this burger, I'll give you a point.
Well,
For meat lover,
like a
as
beef-
in,
like
as
a
in,
beef
is the burger? Are we counting the burger as one of the 3, or is
No.
it just in addition to the burger
So it's counted as a meat lover burger, and then it says 3 items underneath.
of meat?
3 other.
It says 3 items underneath.
Right, I'm gonna go in with my 3.
'Kay.
Well, in fact, I've got my 3, so you go first.
Bacon,
Absolutely would have said that.
1.
Yeah,
chicken,
1.
I wasn't going with chicken actually.
it's got to be doner meat, hasn't it?
1. So Andy has 1 of the 3.
Right, I wasn't going with Donomy. That's a good shout. My other 2 was
Yep.
going to be salami stroke pepperoni, because Sam's had this at Dominic's before,
2.
and the other one I've gone is maybe he's like a bit of chili beef.
Remains
chili
at
con
2.
carne.
Remains
All
at
right,
2.
okay.
And you've just shot yourself in the foot there. What was the question you asked? There are 3 items listed
You did
underneath
say
here.
there
Is
were
it all?
3
Is it all
items.
meat?
Well, you said
There
were
are 3 items
so one of them's
listed
not
underneath
meat.
here.
Ah.
So,
Well,
how is
it's
it
called
meat
fucking Meat
lover?
Lover's Burger. Well, cheese then.
Ding 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 ding.
That's just a cheese.
So meat lover burger is cheese, pepperoni, and bacon. That does sound excellent.
See, when like obviously like Sam goes through, he's like I need to moderate the meat, so I've got all the corn.
I love that. Right, if it turns out that he says he needs to moderate his meat intake, and then every time he orders meat, he just orders more meat.
No, he does. He does, because like we were going. Oh, we're going down to Dominic's. We're getting something. Do you want something? Yeah, I could do a burger. I've not, I've been alright with meat for the last few days. I'll do a burger. Right, okay. What do you want on a burger? Just a burger. Well, there's all these different ones. Right, but by the time that we got to the place, he was like, "Yeah, I'll have that one that's got like salami on it. It's got bacon on it. It's got cheese on it." I'm just like, "You're just going for all the meats here." So that's why I just thought straight away salami and pepperoni.
When we used to work in town on a Thursday. Thursday was his meat day, and he'd go and get a sandwich, and I'm pretty sure it was like 3 meat deep sandwich.
Well, you're going crunchies.
Is this like?
What's the little tower?
Oh,
Hartley's.
I was going to say Harkers.
That's a good sandwich.
Hartley's did do good sandwiches.
Bacon brie and
I'm trying to think.
Grape, what was it?
It was cranberry sauce. I think.
Brie and grape goes good, isn't it?
Yeah.
But seriously, like the best sandwiches in York.
Crunchies.
Not Crunchies. Crunchies is the one that's on Rouget Street on the corner.
No.
You're thinking of Krusty's.
Oh, all the way around, yeah.
The one that's in town near the market.
Near Jubblegate Market, yeah. Oh, that's quite
so
opposite
good.
Pivney.
Yes.
Yeah,
Fantastic
that is the sandwich.
They used to do...
Chicken, bacon, smoked cheddar, mayonnaise.
The one that I always used to get was hot.
Yeah, always hot.
Hot chicken, bacon and coleslaw. Ooh. And then they started doing a chicken royale. So it was hot chicken, cheese,
then
and
they used to
some
do
sort
the
of sauce.
Mexican royale as well with the hotness in
Pepper jack cheese or something like that. Oh.
It was good. And then if you want another sandwich, go down to Henshelwood's.
Henshelwood's?
So go along that street, back towards the market, and on the right hand side it's a white deli.
Oh.
So if you imagine you're like looking down in towards the market with Krusty's on your left, Pivney on your right.
Yeah.
Go along and it's on the Pivney side, right on the corner, white deli.
Oh, yeah. Honestly,
Henshelwood's, right?
Can't picture that at all. Is it still there?
Yeah.
Is it the one that's got the sheep out the front with the
Go
scarf
in there.
on?
I just thought it was just a calf.
Smoked turkey, coleslaw, and orange sauce.
Orange
sauce. It started off as like a Christmas special, but stage.
Now there's a point. You're going for a sandwich. What is in that sandwich?
Well,
remember the time
you're a vegetarian, right? And everyone knows vegetarians eat just cheese and mushrooms.
So well, I was just going to say this. Do you know what? I honestly can't think of the last time I saw you eat a sandwich.
In fairness, you don't get to see Andy eat very often.
That is also true.
As you can tell from my svelte figure.
No, but we did stop letting him contribute to any kind of communal food because he never ever.
If we ever have get-togethers and there's food involved, you don't ever pay for it because you never have any of it.
Except that one time.
Bear in mind the last
time you were like, "I am ready for this food."
By the way, just so we know, now that we've put this new rule in place that I don't have to pay for any food, just to let you guys know, I've had a tattoo today, and just so I don't go into shock, I'm going to eat all the food.
But that's the only time you ever really see him.
True.
He just turns up with his own bag of crisps, and then leaves with
We've
the
had
same
this
bag of
conversation
crisps.
many times before. It's the same bag of crisps. It's the same.
So,
I imagine if I actually opened them,
there.
it would just be dust.
I've had this conversation with a guy who said that he knows a guy who turns up to every party that he goes to with 2 or 3 bags of snacks. Will eat all of the other snacks that have been provided by the thing.
Don't tell me he's leaving.
And then before he leaves,
Just take these with me. Yeah?
he takes them with him. He even said there was an occasion where he left the party, came back,
that is awful.
picked up the snacks that he'd left, and then left again. I'm very much I am happy to add communal snacks to whatever, and then if they're not eaten, they just stay at the house we're at.
These will be here.
I will assess the situation. If I've brought like 2 carrier bags of stuff and I've turned up somewhere where there was like 8 carrier bags of stuff already there, I'm a bit like, probably didn't need these, yeah. And then sometimes I'll be like, I'll take these because I think you've got enough food here for like 3 weeks. Happy to bring them back if necessary. Or if somebody was like, well, hang on a minute, what's in that bag? Take it, you know. But then there's the times when it's like, I brought this, add it to yours, job done.
I mean, there's certain occasions where like you'll bring something that you like, specifically want. So like, if there's been like a new flavour of Pringles or something released and you wanted to try it, it's a case of, I have brought these, I know you've got loads of stuff on, but I really want to try this. So I'm just going to open it and just pop out the
Well, the standard phrase in our house is, if somebody says, do you want us to bring anything? My answer is always, we'll provide absolutely anything. Bring anything you want that's anything special.
Specific that you
He
might
does say that every week when I come around
So
here.
some people are like, oh, well, actually, I want to drink this. Like, I'm not drinking alcohol, but I want, like, some fizzy water.
Yeah.
You guys only brought the still water. I brought some whatever. And often when we've had people around, it's like, I brought this to drink, I brought that to drink. And it's like, cool, all the food's there.
It's just, everyone always knows that one person that, like, you know, when you go into a party or whatever, and someone's brought like a nice bottle of wine, maybe sometimes dinner parties or something, or they've brought like, you know, like a decent bottle of whiskey or something, and then the host will be like, I'll just put that to one side, and then offers out all the shite, and then you go home and they're just like a netted a bottle of whiskey in the cupboard.
£80 worth of whiskey in the cupboard.
See, like, I think we're okay with each other because we're all in that sort of space now where, because we just share everything when we bring it to other people's houses and stuff, we don't really care with that. And like, especially on the whiskey sort of front, it's always a case of, I've brought this, by the way, it cost me like 40 quid or whatever, but I'm more than happy for everyone to try some.
Yeah.
And that's just the way we've always been with stuff, to be honest with you.
I think, like, when you're hitting that, like, you know, you've left Jack Daniels and Jim Beam behind, and you've moved probably another notch up above Maker's Mark. When you hit that, it's more of a, you need to try this. Because you don't get, because, you know, I mean, when I was drinking, you know, whiskey like it was going
you don't want to
fashion,
you're not just going to sit at home on your own and just like have a regular bottle of whiskey. You want to like be like, Ed,
you might.
What do you think of this?
To be fair, you might on a Friday night, you might pour yourself a glass.
Yeah.
But you're not going to sit there just getting absolutely trashed on
But then
whiskey.
you're going straight back to the Jack Daniels. You know, your litre bottle of Jack Daniels that you just pour in.
That you bought from Dominic's.
Pretty much.
To be fair, though,
from the Jack Daniels.
Back in the day, how many times did I just text you or Tom or my mate Ben and just say, oh, it was just a picture of me with a glass, and then I'd get exactly the same. I'd get back from you. It was either normally a tumbler, and it was normally whiskey and Coke
with Batman.
What was it you texted this weekend? What were you drinking?
It was a beer.
Yeah.
Tony, you've driven me to this.
No, that was maybe
week.
a couple of weeks ago. What was it? What did I send through?
You did. I don't think I could work out whether it was what it was.
Let's have a look. As in something that I sent this weekend?
I thought he did, didn't he? Or was it last weekend when
It
he
was
like
the
before
beer.
he got irate at?
Yeah,
was it
was
the Tony
It was
thing?
the beer.
Or was it last weekend? Yeah.
Do you mean that?
Yeah.
For those watching. I believe that was after he'd fucked about with the team.
I see it's not stopped.
So there's another stat that I'll bring out in the football podcast.
In the football podcast, I'll do a breakdown of how we went from no quiz at one point of the day to quiz, to me going, I wonder if I can get like a slightly, I'm not saying better, but I'll
abridged.
I'll have another look. So ended up on a site going, well, this is a football quiz, so let's just have a little go, shall we? So I'm like, I'm 3 questions in, 3 right answers.
Really?
Bearing in mind that I think it was the second question when I clicked for the answer, just big, massive, like screen-sized picture of your boy Tony with his cap on, smiling away. And I'm like, how current is this? Because the question was, Borough have not let that many goals in this season. How many have they let in? And I was like, oh, it's definitely this.
We'll be bringing him to football because it's football. I mean, in fairness, if he can do better than Mr. Chris Hoddle that we had last week.
I'm like, it's Shug Hislop.
Oh my god! That just before we go, bear in mind we still haven't got your sandwich answer yet, so we're going to come back to that. But there was one question in the quiz where the question was which football commentator was made his last match of the day commentary this year after so
Oh,
many years.
I thought you were going the Glenn Hoddle thing.
So obviously it was John Motson, but I'd guessed at Barry Davies first. So like obviously went straight in with B. And was like, oh no shit, it's Motson. Pressed the screen. Obviously wasn't paying attention. Didn't press J. Pressed any other letter that was there or whatever was next to J.
N, I think it was.
So I completely fucked it up, and we got no points on that question because I was too busy with the old dick fingers. So.
Shit at football quizzes. That's what.
Fucking wanking it. Can't answer a fucking single question. What a dick. Anyway, right? Yes.
I can imagine. I showed the picture to Leanne. So first I was like, "Who are these two people?" She was like, "That's Paul." I was like, and the other one. She's like, "I have no idea." Like, look at the mouth. It's like,
is that the go-to? The mouth?
Often, yeah. But you and your dad got like from here down, it's the same person. So
yeah,
she was like,
so weird.
Paul's dad? Yes, it's the composer John Williams.
It is.
Taking time out of composing to getting down the football quiz. I was like, this is a picture of them winning not only the quiz but the 30-pointer. It's like, can you imagine being any other team at that quiz?
Even Phil makes comments about it now. He's like, "Oh, it's getting." He's
Seriously.
like, "Doing front, it's getting boring."
When he was going through the answers at the end, he was like, "And the team finishing first, boring bastards. They've won it every time they've been."
This is it. There must be teams there that are literally like sharpening knives in the corner, like, I'm gonna fucking shank that guy.
So we missed the Valentine's Day quiz
You did.
because I wasn't feeling very well.
You weren't.
And he went through so my dad was talking to him after because I'd gone to the bar and this guy was late.
Oh yeah, I had some car trouble. So.
He missed the first set. He missed like almost the first round.
Yeah, I didn't get there till about. So I was supposed to meet him about 8:30, with a view to it starting at 9, and you were running a bit late.
I was running a bit late because this was the first week of the football team that I'd signed up to play
twice
for
as
in
long
goal.
as you thought it was
And I asked the guy how long the games were. He's like, "Oh, 25 minutes." Turns out it's 25 minutes each half. So I'm thinking, God hell, this 14 minutes or whatever is lasting a bit long. And it's like, how long left, ref? 12 minutes or something. I was like, oh, for fuck's sake. So it ticks over to about... game finishes, it's 10 to 8. Now, no, obviously there's me thinking, right, I've got to, drive home. So that's going to be at least 10 minutes. I've then got to have a shower. I've then got to dry. Then I've got to get clothes on and try and eat something at the same time. So in the end...
at this point, I just assumed he'd not eaten. So when I got food for us all, and he's like, I've already eaten.
To be honest, I probably could have tucked into some of those like chips and stuff, but in the car, my mum had done some ribs earlier in the day, and they were still a little bit warm, so I just wrapped them in foil and was just eating them in the car. So
a holding rib.
Everyone knows a holding pizza's where it's at. Holding ribs may also work.
So,
yes.
Back to your sandwich.
You've opened Pandora's box on this one.
Do you know what? I am absolutely fine with this. Right, let's go through it layer by layer. Let's start off with the most important thing of a sandwich.
So, because I'm about to answer like, if I was to go to X place and buy a sandwich, I'd be buying it. But are you talking if I'm making a sandwich?
So
I was visualising it based on what we were talking about the Henshawoods. Like you're walking into a deli where there's different breads.
So in theory,
different sauces,
you've got your free reign
meat,
of
cheese. Obviously not meat.
Yeah, you've got your free reign of all sandwich-based materials. Right. So I'll ask the questions, and you just have to give your answer.
Go.
Obviously, you can join in at this point because otherwise you're just sat there.
Well, I've already mentioned my favourite sandwiches already, but
we'll start.
What?
Just all the meat.
Yeah, that's a good point. What did you say your favourite sandwich was?
No, if I'm going to like Henshawoods, always the smoked turkey, coleslaw, and orange sauce.
Right, so
it was really nice.
The
Two sauces, coleslaw and sauce.
The most important part of any sandwich,
the bread.
The bread.
I can have anything.
You can have anything.
I'm probably gonna want to go down. I recently had, like a baguette, but like a tiger baguette, but bought that day, ate that day. So it was like, because what I don't want with a tiger especially, what I don't want is if you press it down and bite into it, that it's just tearing the shit out of your mouth.
Yeah.
So I need to be able to bite into it, like squash it down, bite into it, chew it, and not end up.
So what you're saying there is if you're going white bread, you want in soft, fresh white bread, not...
That's the thing with tiger bread. I always feel like if it's not within 6 hours of being baked,
Exactly.
you're kind of fucked with it because it is like a knife.
It's like
in the roof of my
I'm going to put this bag of razor blades in my mouth and see how I get on.
He's not wrong. He's not wrong.
If that's not an option, I'm probably
So is that-
still going baguette.
So you saying like pièce de résistance, tiger baguette is your perfect choice?
Yes.
Interesting.
Or baguette. That because I like,
Do you know what?
I like the length.
Wello. Do you know what I've started getting into a little bit more than I've ever realised before?
If you say
Ciabatta rolls. Ciabatta rolls are good because if they get the right bake on the top, they're crunchy enough on the out or crispy enough on the outside. Whereas obviously because they've got all the pockets in the inside. Bloody hell! Welcome to Culinary Delights cast.
I'm not actually really into ciabatta. I think it's a bit too crunchy.
If it's been baked right, the outside is obviously hard enough to maintain the shape, and then the inside's got all those lovely like pockets. So like when you get your spread on there, it sort of falls into all the little things there. Anyway, this is your sandwich we're talking about now. So you've had your freshly baked
Tiger bread.
tiger baguette
Tiger baguette, yeah.
put down. Are you going to swab that deck with any sort of preserve or?
Well, before we go
sauce?
preserve, are you going some spread or some butter?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
What are you?
That's not a preserve.
Yeah, but so I'm the sort of person where if I go butter, I might not go for like a sauce
All right, okay.
because that butter would act as my sort of moistening agent.
it's one of those that I'm probably similar, but if we're talking ultimate, I'd want a once over with probably a margarine. I mean, a Lurpak spreadable.
Oh yeah, boy.
Lurpak spreadable.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
It's got the consistency. Lurpak spreadable particularly makes a point of being lightly salted. I'm not interested in lightly salted. I want salt. So you know what I mean. So like, if I'm on
salted butter is the absolute balls.
the
been
ones
having
that
this
you get in
argument
when
with
you've got
Tom
like the
for
finest,
ages.
it's got like salt crystals in the butter. Put that on your toast in the morning. Whoa.
I've been
Anyway.
having this argument with Tom for ages. Knock the salt out because that's what's going to kill you faster than anything.
Yeah, but
Oh, right, I see what you mean.
it tastes good though.
Yeah,
if
I
I'm
know,
wanting
but-
spread, I want the flora buttery. I don't want the.
See, I just hate margarine. 'Cause
Yeah, I mean it's not good.
mainly because of the fact that it's like one ingredient removed from actual plastic.
Yeah, I mean this is what my dad always says. He's like, if you put like any items out on the side, right, your flies will go over everything except the
Apart from
margarine.
the margarine.
He's like, you can leave anything out, fly will not go anywhere near your margarine because it's just so. Anyway,
Sorry, we keep detracting from Andy's perfect sandwich here.
If Lurpak spreadable is on offer, I'd want even less of that because it's butter.
Right, okay.
So I'd want just literally like a.
just to moisten it up a bit, or is it just to stop the potential filling
Here's
soaking
a-
into
here's
the
a
bread?
question- here's a
Using it as a
question for you.
barrier.
When you're spreading, are you a quick sort of just get it on the bread and just have done with it, or are you get it into all the
Oh,
corners?
I'm definitely like a plasterer.
It has to be coated.
Equal,
I'm a
right to the
corner,
edge.
I'm a corner man.
Especially for toast. So, I've never really said this to anyone before, but I don't like it when other people make me toast.
Are you very particular about
It's
your
because
toast?
I know it won't be buttered the way I want it to be buttered.
That's fine, yeah. I'm two ways with toast.
Something that reminds me, and I think about. I don't know what exactly it is about this, but I always think about this. Early Shameless might have been the second series, but early doors in the second series.
I've watched it, so I'm out.
The sister is talking to one of the brothers and was saying that the only advice that the dad had ever given was when you do a slice of toast, don't worry about the middle, get the butter right up in the corners and the middle will take care of itself. And I always think about that because I'm like, well, he's right. It's bang on advice, is that. Get it right in the corners.
I'm particular about toast as well. Just as an intersection, we'll have a few interludes of it. We'll get back to the sandwich, but I'd like butter on my toast.
But
but the butter has to be spreadable.
Yeah.
I'm not into this butter out the fridge and then you're having to like carve
So,
it up.
it's got to the point now where if I know I'm having I mean, this is such a ridiculous thing to say. If I know I'm having toast, the butter's coming out about 5 minutes before.
Yeah.
At least.
Because it needs to soften up and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
So you can get good spread.
Yeah.
And then I'm two extremes on toast, right? So you can either have the toast as soon as it's come out and it's all warm, you're putting the butter on so you're getting like that melted butter.
You don't need to say anything else. Because you've just described the way all toast should be done.
What I also like to do is like we used to have what we used to call toast parties at our place, where basically between three of us a full load
Whoa,
of
steady on. You can't get better than that.
three of us would be like toast, yeah. And then
Is this
there'd
when you
be
were
three of
living
us in
with the lads?
Yeah, Ben and Gaz. They basically you knew a loaf were going. You'd just be like in the kitchen just having toast. But you'd have two that were warm, and the other two would be stacked up against each other on the worktop, trying to get cold as soon as possible. So then, when you spread the butter on that, the butter doesn't melt. I like the butter unmelted.
I understand this, right?
Colder toast.
Do you know what? I'm sort of with him on this.
I just don't like the middle bit.
If you're having a sweet piece of toast, better that the butter's not completely melted.
Like a honey.
Yeah, or because so. Oh Jesus Christ! We're never going to get back to that sandwich because we keep going down rabbit holes. If you were to do, so you boys sound like you might be like me. If you're having a toast meal, you'll maybe have
party.
Cheese on.
So you'll maybe have one slice just to get you going. That's your starter, just butter. Yeah.
What? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. And
Then
then you're
maybe-
going into.
Then if you have like your pudding toast, you'll maybe have butter, then jam, butter, then marmalade, butter, then
peanut
lemon
butter,
curd.
lemon curd.
So, literally, my toast from I had toast. I don't often have it because I'm weird about breakfast.
You seem to have cut out a lot of bread.
I stopped eating bread for near 6 months.
And then recently, I've just gone all out bread. I'm like just a loaf. So I've got so much to add to this. Number one, used to live in a hotel. So on a morning,
did you have the conveyor belt toaster?
So we had a toaster that was like this.
Used to be one of those in we
Yeah. But we used to end up with so if you ever stayed in a hotel, probably I don't know if I have no idea. I haven't stayed in a hotel for it, but like a toast rack. Mm-hmm. So you get a slice of toast, you cut it in half, put the triangles.
Yeah.
In, probably get like 6 triangles in.
So 3 slices of toast, 6 halves. Yeah.
So we used to just make all of those. At that point in time, I had this theory that you could never actually eat enough toast. You would never get full if you were just trying to eat toast. Because I could have sat there till lunchtime, just like one after another after another.
One of my mate's brothers one night couldn't work out what he wanted for his tea. Just had 12 rounds of toast.
But
I think we've all done that, haven't we? Not 12 rounds, but...
because he was full, or did he stop because he'd like run out of bread? Because I have this theory.
This is a guy who's really weird. Like once he sometimes just eats like an entire packet of Yorkshire puddings, just for his tea.
Right, that's an absolute different thing. Like Yorkshire puddings don't come in packets to me. Yorkshire puddings come in. I've made a batter. I've made Yorkshire pudding. I'm not into this. My mum does this. She does the Aunt Bessie's.
Yeah.
No,
but it's got to a point now where my dad's like he's bang on with his Yorkshire pudding recipe. He's pretty much.
Yeah, Aunt Bessie are too crispy. I like a bit more.
I like the sensation.
In a pinch, I'm not going to say no to an Aunt Bessie, but I mean you got to make them.
Oh yeah,
you got to
absolutely.
go through the process. I did some a couple of Fridays ago, and they were bang on. So as far as toast concerned, straight out the toast to toast. Get that. You got to get that marge on as soon as. So it's melting, so it's getting its melt on, and then peanut butter.
You're gonna go jam on.
He's
top
gonna go
of the peanut
so
butter.
American now.
Honey?
Marmite.
Oh, you've lost me.
Take those 2 bad boys, slap them
you've
together,
lost me.
cut them in half. Oh, winning.
You were doing so well, Andy, until you said something that was
basically.
I like Marmite as much as anyone, which is about 50%.
50% of people, you either love it or hate it, isn't it?
But I've never heard of combining Marmite with other things.
Do you know what?
Especially not sweet things.
So yesterday on Facebook, I saw somebody had announced to the world the Marmite stuffed crust pizza.
That sounds absolutely disgusting.
No,
Papa John
probably.
I'm into Marmite stuffed crust.
But
That sounds good.
I'm already like, getting my Bella.
Yeah.
Already
Yeah.
I'm like,
It sounds good,
my
doesn't it?
Bella.
It sounds
Hot
good.
dog stuffed crust. How are you talking?
And when we're talking about Marmite, I want it to burn every... I'm like, ladle... It needs to be taking a layer of skin off when you're eating Marmite.
It's
Hey?
nice.
I don't understand the reference.
So if you don't eat Marmite, you won't understand, but...
Does it burn?
So...
Is it spicy?
Once you pass a certain amount of Marmite... it's taking skin off. It's that bad boy. And like I say, like the jar of Marmite that we finished.
Well, Jojo's
was,
doing Marmite pizzas, by the way, because like.
And then the one we've got at the moment is slightly small. But I mean, the small one, I don't know why we've got that because that's going down.
Yeah,
because
I like Marmite.
it's a
Nice.
scoop of Marmite going on that toast. 2 rounds of them.
When I used to do the toast sandwiches, though, like a bit similar to you, I'd go peanut butter on one slice toast. I'd go the American route.
Jam.
But only like a sour jam, like a blackcurrant jam or a cherry jam. I'm not going to put a strawberry jam with peanut butter. It's just too much. It's too sweet.
I'd be strawberry in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, same Z's.
Oh, I like a blackcurrant jam with me peanut butter.
In the 1980s.
I do try and stay away from jam. To be
Heavily
fair.
sweet things.
Yeah.
In the 1980s.
Jam's pretty ropey.
There was once a week I'd open that lunchbox, sat at that school. Peanut butter and jam sandwich, let's do this.
No.
I used to have a mate who used to do it with Denver, and he used to just every day for about a year, cheese and jam sandwiches.
He used to work with Denver.
A book called Denver, yeah.
Oh, his name was Denver.
Yeah, he was called Denver, yeah.
Amazing.
Okay.
But he used to have cheese and jam sandwiches every day, and I always thought, I don't know about it, but when you think about it, you do have like kind of sweet chutneys and things with cheese,
Yeah.
just never full out strawberry jam.
No, that's a bit weird for me. Do you know, even as a kid, I was never that fond of jam sandwiches. Not really for me. I think it was because
Was
I
he too
knew
posh? Like
No,
jam sandwiches
you know
were
what?
cheap.
Do you know what? I think it's because I liked if I was having jam on anything bread based, it was always hard. And you don't really tend to get a lot of hard sandwiches.
Wait, I think he made a jump there that I didn't follow.
I think you did 2 pages at once. A hard sandwich?
As in, like the bread would. So normally your jam sandwich would be on crisp white bread, yeah. More often than not.
Or soft white bread.
Well, that's what when I say crisp, I mean as in like soft crisp white bread.
You realise crisp is the
Yeah,
exact opposite.
that's not really what I was going for, was it?
You mean not on a granary or a brown?
Yeah, you take so any sort of sweet based sandwich you'd imagine is normally coming on white bread.
It is the dessert sandwich, isn't it?
Yeah.
The white bread.
So it's like that scene in Peep Show.
You're not. Yeah, but you're not. He's right though. You're not going to have a jam
Seriously,
sandwich on granary, are you?
It's exactly like the scene in Peep Show. He puts in two slices of bread. He goes white for first course, brown for pudding. Brown for first course, white for pudding.
It's right.
Have the browns are savoury, white's the treat. Well, the joke's on them because I actually love brown toast. It's just what the fuck. But it's absolutely true. Brown bread, better than white bread, hands down.
I tell you this much: if you got a granary,
seeded batch.
I would take your hand off for a granary.
Seeded batch
And
over
that-
a granary.
You didn't pick granary for your favourite sandwich though.
But
Yeah,
because all I can think is
multi-purpose, isn't it?
I would go out of my way. Now this is a big shout out for my favourite sandwich shop. I would go out of my way, and I've heard stories of people. I'm pretty sure Thomas Quinn
Mares.
Browns.
Brown. Oh, Heslington. Yeah.
Pretty sure Thomas Quinn has gone from one side of town to the other to get a brown sandwich.
Yeah, we did it.
And I second that emotion because you get yourself in there now. So this is how I'm sort of cutting it now because it is a baguette on a granary brown, but they do a spicy 3-bean and nacho sandwich. And if I'm honest, if you gun to my head, picky sandwich, that's probably what I'm going for. So as far as making a sandwich is concerned, I had a sandwich today, and it was literally slice of corn, slice of cheese, mustard, American
It
mustard.
sounds so depressing to
American
me. Slice of corn.
Seriously, I have seen someone make a sandwich for the next day. They literally got out 2 slices of bread, got the spread out, and basically just sort of like slapped it around on the bread, put 1 slice of wafer thin ham in it, other slice of bread on top, and then basically just cut it in half.
I think if you're going to commit to a sandwich, it needs to be something you want to eat.
And you know what?
That's like
I felt sorry for him when I saw that. I was like, seriously, man, just...
That's a tear-inducing.
Are you putting that in because you
Big
literally
shout.
don't think you're going to have the time to eat something, so you just put in the most basic amount of stuff so you don't have to eat it?
If you want to talk to a sandwich master, get your boy Chev involved. That man knows a sandwich. Sometimes I'll be like, Chev, what are you rocking in that sandwich? And he'll be like, oh, it's just a bit of ham. It's like, it's not just ham in there, Chev. I'm pretty sure I can see a few other things. It's like, yeah, a pepper, bit of cucumber,
Just help us out, would you?
a spicy something or other, like a chutney or something. I'm like, Chev, you do the sandwich well.
These sandwiches
Like
are
a
well.
sandwich.
It's just the easiest convenience food, isn't it?
I'll tell you what a bit of a guilty pleasure is. Getting some dairy slices in a sandwich. Like, it's not for every day, but no.
Dairy cheese slice?
Yeah, I do like
A
the
cheese single?
And,
Yeah, I do like
you
the
know,
cheap
like I was
cheese
saying-
slice. I do.
Like I was saying
nice.
about Shameless, anytime anybody ever mentions cheese slices, you know what I hear? This is for you. 24 slices of processed American cheese.
64.
Bob.
What is this?
63. When Homer just goes downstairs. Is it the episode
like
where
a
they're trying to steal?
midnight
They're trying to steal back the teddy bear that Maggie's found that used to be Mr. Burns's, and Mr. Burns and Smithers are on the ceiling, and they're just like sort of like walking across the ceiling, and they see the light turn on, and it pans down, and Homer just opens the fridge and takes out 64 slices of American cheese,
Just puts it down on the table.
and then just
opens
basically
it, and
opens
just eats
each
one.
individual thing. 2, 1, and then Marge comes in. Homer, have you been up all night eating cheese? No. And then they just fall off the ceiling and run out. It's
The
there
one
are
with Homer
things-
eating I always remember is where he decides he's going to stop going to church because it's a waste of his time. So he's making waffles and stuff. But he's made waffles and then he takes the butter out of the fridge and you think he's going to spread some butter on his waffles.
No,
he just wraps
wraps
some
it
waffle
around
around
it.
the butter and eats it.
And then he just goes, fattening.
Well, me and Sam
Is that when he starts his, what do you call it? Do you know when he's trying to put weight on?
No,
so he
that's
can
a
work
diff-
at home, and
that's
he's
a
got the
different
window
episode.
to weight gain, like the
Yeah.
paper,
With
and
the
if it's
paper
greasy enough, you
turns
can see it. It's working.
And then
Me and Sam had this conversation yesterday. We were saying the first few series of The Simpsons, like the first 8 series of The Simpsons, were bang on. Everything since has been fucking garbage.
I don't feel like I've watched that much Simpsons.
I
but,
said-
well, I suppose when pushed, I've probably seen.
I said,
a
do
lot.
you suppose when Fox turn up at the yearly turn up at Matt Groening's house, do you suppose they bring 2 checks now? One with the start of the number, and the rest has just got a load of zeros on. They have to put the 2 checks together. I go, how about this much? And he's like, no. And they'll go, how about this much? No. Oh, fine, whatever. Let's do another one. Because I mean, he hasn't wanted to do it for 15 years or something.
I've added mine to the order.
Fire
I
and
want to
forget,
see
look
what
at
you've
him.
gone for. Where do I see the end?
Skip to the end.
Oh, really?
Did he go for that wrap?
No, he's gone burger.
He did say burger.
And I've added cheese to my chips.
Leon ordered a burger. I won't say any names because we do like this place. It's not nowhere that we're using today. No. Leon ordered a burger. She was like, oh, I want a burger. So she ordered a burger. And it turned up and she went, and it was a burger bun with a burger in. It was like, wow. They did send one of those little ketchup sachet things. It's like, well, you got ketchup with it? Just nothing. Just
Oh dear.
bun, burger, bun. Ketchup on the side. It's like,
Oh dear. That is not acceptable.
oh, that's
That is unacceptable. So, bringing it all the way back, you've just put some spread.
No, because he's
So-
already trumped it with
Yeah,
the
gun to my
Granary
head.
3-bean one from the shop.
If someone turned up and was like, right, I'm going to shoot you unless you tell me what sandwich you want, I'd be like, let's jump in the car and get down to Brown's. Or let's have a nice walk, it's only down the road.
True.
If I'm making it myself, I mean, like I say, the saddest sandwich in the world, you know. So, if I had to pick another one, because I was like, if I'm buying a sandwich, Brown's straight off the bat. Krusty's have recently started doing a halloumi and hummus and salad sandwich.
That does sound excellent.
I don't think I've ever had anything at Krusty's
Funniest,
that
bad.
isn't amazing.
funniest day, me and Lam were in town. It's like, getting that. I'd seen it before. I was like, I didn't get
Isn't
it.
that just round the corner from Hum Pit?
Getting that. Don't even start me on Hunt It. I was like, what are you having? I'm off to Harker's. I was like,
I've already put it.
Oh, was that it? Right, okay.
Okay, you're getting yours from Harker's.
Do you need my
No,
card?
Hartley's. Oh, you're getting it from Hartley's? Okay. We walked all the way across town to Hartley's.
You just do what you need to do.
Hartley's, closed for refurbishment. So we're literally stood there. I'm holding my my lovely, it's still ever so slightly warm sandwich. She's gone all the way across town to get hers, and I'm like, do you want my sandwich? She's like, yeah.
And you were like, no.
Gave her the sandwich. She goes off to work. I walk right the way back across
To get
town,
another
go
sandwich.
back in, and the guy behind the counter was like,
What happened, man?
and all I
And
could think
are
is,
you like self-conscious? Like, I didn't eat the last one. Oh, I don't need 2 sandwiches.
100%. I went. She wanted a sandwich from Hartley's. Hartley's are closed, so I gave her my sandwich. So can I have one of the same sandwiches? And literally, you know, when somebody's been told a story that they then immediately have to repeat. So he turned around to the woman who was going to make the sandwich. Like, this guy wants another halloumi and hummus and salad sandwich because he had to give his to his missus because the other place was shut. So could you make that sandwich? And she was like, yep. And I'm stood there just like, because
All a double sandwich.
is I went out, I ate the sandwich, went, oh, that was really nice. I could eat another one of those. So I've gone back for another on my own. So it was false shame, fat shaming.
No, I tell you what though, Krusty's is amazing. There's nothing in there that I couldn't eat.
But if I'm taking my tiger baguette and I'm putting a bit of spread on, I'm an easy to please kind of guy. I'd go cheese and coleslaw.
Cheese and coleslaw.
Cheese and coleslaw.
I'm into. I love coleslaw.
I do like putting hummus in. If I'm honest, if I was at home and I had all the stuff, I'd probably make something like a hummus and halloumi. Halloumi's such a good cheese.
Turkey hummus, grated carrot. Grated carrot in a sandwich. I'm a big
Yes.
Yeah, carrot's one of those weird things because when it's grated, especially, if there's too much of it, it just overpowers everything.
Oh no, I do like it. I like a hummus, carrot, and turkey sandwich.
I walked through life until one day realising that there was a kinship between me and Mr. Williams.
You do go through some. You do have some weird ways of like describing.
Because
stuff.
I reached the prime age of about 36. I was sat next to him
About
one day,
36.
and we're having a conversation, and all of a sudden he pipes up with cheese and pickle sandwich. I'm like,
Hello, I'm listening.
go on. It's like, grated cheese or sliced? It's like, personally, grated.
If you can be asked to do grated.
He's like, 100%.
Yeah, if you can.
Cheese in a sandwich should
grate-
always be grated.
And
It's
at that
just a bit
point
of a
I
pain in
knew
the arse sometimes, isn't it?
that
Yeah.
we were brothers from another mother. And then, 2 days later, ended up in a situation where it's like, no lunch, I'm going to have to go downstairs. Went downstairs, I was like, what have you got at 2 o'clock on a Wednesday afternoon for the vegetarian amongst us? And was like, what is this? A cheese and pickle sandwich. Grated cheese. I'm like, sold.
I stopped eating the cheese sandwiches at the work canteen when I used to be a fan of the cheese savoury.
Oh.
So you grate a cheese, your mayo, your onion in there. Until one day, I got a cheese savoury sandwich, and there was no warning this was going to happen. It was not just cheese savoury. It was cheese savoury with pineapple. Who wants a pineapple unannounced on a sandwich?
I'd have burned the fucking building down. I'd have been like, you've brought this on yourself.
It wasn't even like labelled. It was just cheese savoury. Oh yeah, there's apparently pineapple in my cheese savoury sandwich. Weird, but they're weird. They just
some
want to.
people really do want to see the world burn, don't they?
They just want to reuse stuff up. Like obviously you won't have this problem, but you go there and it's like, oh, there's a sausage and egg sandwich there. Oh, brilliant! When you say sausage and egg sandwich, you mean like the sausages you didn't sell at breakfast? You've just sliced them in half. And them eggs that you didn't sell at breakfast, you've just sliced them in half. Left them in the fridge for like 3 hours, and now you want me to buy that.
Yeah,
wonderful sausage sandwich.
That's going back to the 1980s. If it wasn't a peanut butter and jam sandwich, it would be every now and then and this was back in the meat days. So this would be a meat sausage from the tea the night before. The Branston pickle.
Branston pickle with sausage.
And they went down well as well. I like that. Back in the meat day.
On a sausage sandwich, then. Are we red sauce or are we brown sauce?
So give us the thing again.
A sausage sandwich.
A sausage sandwich.
So, have you ever listened to Danny Baker on a Saturday on 5 Live?
Yes! Years ago now you've said this.
So he does this thing called the sausage sandwich game.
Yes.
So, the idea is that it's a game where there's other questions, and then the last question is always, you are provided with a crisp white bread sausage sandwich.
What you go in, and then some random dude will go mayo, and you go and get out.
And then the options are
I know.
red sauce, brown sauce, or no sauce at all. Discuss.
To me, always brown sauce on a meat sandwich.
Yeah, so
if that's an egg sandwich, that's getting ketchup. But it's very rarely I'll eat ketchup. I don't really like it.
So, if it's a separation, if it's a sausage sandwich or an egg sandwich, 100%. But if I'm making this at home, firstly, it's a sausage sandwich with egg for a start. Secondly, I'm doing both sauces.
Really?
Yeah.
Both sauces?
Both sauces, fuck it.
So on Denture's logic,
One on
you've
the
created barbecue sauce.
One on the bottom.
I do like barbecue sauce.
Do you know what? I'm a proponent of a multiple sauce thing.
I'm not really a sauce guy, as it were. Really, you need it on a sausage or bacon sandwich, though.
Oh, definitely.
But yeah, I can't. Sausage sandwich with red sauce seems a bit weird to me.
If it was one or the other and no, nothing else, then yeah, it's brown sauce with a sausage sandwich.
Yeah.
Red sauce with an egg sandwich. But if it's both, and I'm at home, it's both sauces. Fuck you guys.
I can see that.
Both sauces. Nobody's watching.
No. Well, I'd only have an egg sandwich at home. I'd never buy an egg sandwich for fear of... Well, it's just too messy, innit? If you're at home, you've presumably got reserved clothes on hand.
Yeah.
Or the means to wipe your face down. At work, you just come like a cunt, aren't you?
So, for that very reason, I'm a what do the Americans call it?
The over easy are you going for?
Where you flip an egg. So for
that
very reason,
sunny side up for a runny yolk.
Over easy.
Yeah. So I'll start my egg off so it's cooking nicely. Flip it. No, I'm lying to you. I crack that egg, get that in the pan, and then smash the yolk.
Ah, so you've got like a slightly scrambled.
Then flip that bad boy straight away to get the top cooked. Then flip it back to like finish it up.
So you're locking it in, so there's no mess later on.
No mess, no fuss, and you're still getting your egg at the end of the day, aren't you?
I know, but I think there's as much as it's got the potential to go everywhere. I want that runny yolk.
I do like a nice runny yolk because if in a kind of way, It almost acts
That's
like
the
a
sauce.
sauce of its own.
It's like it enriches it, doesn't it?
But
On Man vs. Food, he always used to say it acts like a custard.
I'm such a fat bastard, I don't want to lose any of it. So I'd rather seal it in, lock it in, and not lose any. Because I'd be like eating it, and if it dripped, especially if it's got a little bit of red or a little bit of brown with it, I'm just
I know
like,
what you mean, yeah.
well, what do I do now? Do I have to use a bit of bread to mop it up? Then it's just round the plate, and I'm like...
Honestly, if you're at home and it's on your top, you're just going to be like...
And then you
not doing that at work again.
and then you assess, am I going out today? Do I need to change this top
change
at
that
any point?
top?
And if the answer's no,
Awful.
fuck it.
Is the food order in, by the way?
It is not, because I
Ooh.
tried to do it through Just Eat.
Yeah.
They have...
Wouldn't let me apply the discount code. Bastards.
Oh, now then it might that code might just be there because they're
Just
leaving.
for direct
Everybody's
to-
leaving. Just
I'm
Eat.
trying to do it on there now.
So that Buffalo place, that shit show you ordered from last time.
Yeah.
Oh, because I've seen it on there. Was it not them? Sorry, Buffalo.
No, postcode.
He just doesn't want you to verbally say it. He wants you to type
How
in
much have you
postcode.
got? Have you got the first 4?
No.
Just
Yeah, just
Put
you
it
put
in.
it in.
like
Are we
this-
back to this?
Yeah, but this
It's 'cause I've
can't
had to-
end
I've had to cha- I've had
putting
to-
your postcode.
Yeah,
on
that's
the
what I'm
podcast.
thinking. So I've had to change it back to...
Right, okay.
Yeah, I've had to go to the actual JoJo's website to order. But I've got the address number and the street name.
So
Right.
yeah, they turned up with a thing. We're leaving Just Eat. It's like, all right, okay. That didn't seem to bother us because they were not very good. Sorry, you weren't. You took 70 minutes to deliver cold food, and I didn't even eat it. I felt sorry for you
I didn't
boys.
actually. It's not the best mixed wrap I've ever had.
So that
If I'm honest.
you both had like half, and was just like, yeah, let's go back to
I mean, I only had
Casket.
half because
just have half.
no, it wasn't because it was bad that I only had half. I probably was really hungry and I wanted it. So then we ended up having half a garlic bread each, half a cheesy chips each. By the time we got to like the thing, we're like probably eating too much now. I ate the second half of mine the next day
breakfast?
for me tea. No, tea when I got in at night. I mean, you saw I sent you a picture of something in the bin, which I assume was the wrapper of balls. As it turned out, it did go in the bin.
Disappointing.
It did go in
It
the bin.
did go in the bin.
Just
Did
not
it?
just not that bin.
Oh.
But only because
So they
you just
they
think
rocked
you're-
up with a. I don't know whether there was a note or something, or they just said they're leaving Just Eat, and then a couple of days later, I think there might have been that maybe where that came from, a JoJo's order, and they rocked up saying we're leaving Just Eat. So it looks like everyone's jumping shit.
So
Potentially.
are they taking some kind of commission on this? How did Just Eat make the money off this?
So
affair?
this is what I was saying. I was saying to Leon. I was like, so I don't know how it works because you get a discount getting it through Just Eat, and through our discount stuff, we got a discount on that, and then you'd get emails every now and then. We only ever ordered if we'd had get 15% off, get 20% off, or whatever. So that's another discount. So who's getting money? Because whoever you've ordered from, like JoJo's or something, how much money are they getting off the back of that? Where's Just Eat getting their money out of it? So who is actually making any money in all this? And I think basically they've all just got to a point where it's like, well, it's not worth it. Mm-hmm. We're not making any money.
I remember putting an order through Just Eat to collect it from the place. It was just around the corner from my parents' house. And I selected pay with cash as well. And when I turned up, the guy said, have you ordered? And I was like, I did it through Just Eat. He's like, oh, right. Just a little tip for next time. If you order it, if you just ring us up and order it, they've charged you 50p as like a handling fee. And there's obviously, we can't do anything about that. We can't take it off.
Right.
So if the next time you want to order, just
ring us
up.
direct.
So does it
If you're
just
coming
work
round
on the
anyway.
principle
Yeah.
that if 10 people order from Just Eat at the same, let's say in the same 5 minute space time, and they charge each of those 10 people 50p, they're making money that way.
Yeah.
Is it just that
I imagine
simple?
it is that. And
Has it become a thing So, like, we're all sat here wanting some takeaway. Just Eat allows you to all have different takeaway.
I think that's
Without
the idea.
having to, like, arse around ringing 3 different takeaway places. Is that what they're selling
you can't. You'd have to actually do individual orders with each individual place.
Oh, really?
But you do it through the medium of Just Eat, and then obviously you'll just do it to sort of, in theory, if you were ordering from 3 different places, you'd select a delivery time that all of them sort of like converge at the same time.
So I'm just trying to see the benefit. So is the benefit basically that rather than having to like give your card details out to every takeaway in town, it's just like already in there?
Yeah. Well, what I was saying was, I was like, most of these places now, very much like Dominic's, they've all got their own apps. They've all got their own websites you can order through. I was like, I presume JoJo's have got an app and stuff, so...
It's the future, innit, apps?
Apps are the future.
What?
You said that almost as if you had something to add to that. It's like, future apps, aren't there? Just like this app from so-and-so company. It's like, you got some sponsorship there.
No,
there was sponsored by...
I believe we're dangerously close to rambling.
Yeah.
Because I believe...
Ramble. Let's get ready to ramble.
The Royal Ramble. Because we've been discussing absolute nonsense for an hour and 10 minutes now.
Well, let's wrap it up then.
Yeah. Cheers, guys. Cheers for listening. If you are still listening.
Because
And
I'm going to crack these pretzels open.
Absolutely.
There's all these free promotion to all the people that.
I was thinking, I didn't really know how to approach the subject, so I was thinking if we can this one now, we could probably just get half an hour of something else. Wow.
So there you go then. What do you think of that? Another one in the bag. So for all of you YouTube watchers, make sure that you are YouTube subscribers. Click for notifications. Drop us a comment or stuff like that. Everybody should jump over to thecookiecast.com. Chuck us some social media love. Drop us an email. Tell us how you're doing. All of those things. So, that's another one done. Another one in the bag. And until next time, I'll say bye-bye.